So, gossip, where you don't have anything interesting to say, so you have to relay what is going on in other people's lives or whatever it is that other people have said, because, again, you have nothing interesting to say. It is my opinion that gossip is the lowest form of communication, even lower than complaining. Right? It just signifies to me that there's nothing interesting going on in your brain, when all you want to do is talk about what another person has been up to. Now, gossiping on occasion is fine, especially if somebody did something that's really funny or that's actually legitimately interesting. Or if you need to get something off your chest because they just annoy the fuck out of you. And you have to, put up with them in some way. Maybe you have to work with them or, something like that. I understand that everybody's going to gossip a little bit. I'm not completely immune to it. But I try to minimize gossip as most as possible. Why? Because when other people gossip, I'm not interested in anything that they have to say. Right? I don't care about what someone else is up to. If I did, I'd ask that person. Right? And the majority of the time, people are gossiping about people that I barely even know, if I know them at all. So why do people find it important to sit there and relay all this information that's going on with other people to others behind their back? Right? And it's like people make it like their mission or, it's like the main factor in their life to sit there and gossip. I'm not going to name names, and I guess this could technically qualify as gossip, but it serves a higher purpose, sort of, for this video anyway. I know a person... Or I know two people, actually. One person told the other person, person A told person B a story of something going on in someone's life, and a couple of hours later, person B told that exact same story to person A. Right? Like, gossiping is such a big part of their life that they actually told gossip to the person that they got the gossip information from. Like, holy shit, do you not have anything else going on in your life? You have nothing better to do than sit there and fucking run your mouth about other people all the fucking time? Like, wow, man. Read a book and come up with something interesting to say. Come up, even if you don't want to discuss ideas all that much, discuss events at the very least. It's a little more interesting than what people are up to. Huh? What's that saying? How's that saying go? Brilliant minds discuss ideas, mediocre minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Yeah, I'm beginning to see that that's quite true. I'm not saying everybody has to be a genius or anything to be interesting. But try to put a little bit of effort into the conversation that you're having, not just talking for the sake of talking, man. People that talk for the sake of talking will pretty much have nothing coming out of their mouth but hot air. Right? Just it'll be gossip for the most part, or talking about whatever it is they heard on the news. Now, hearing things that are going on in the news is a bit more interesting than gossip, and it'll have my attention a bit more than just what somebody else is up to. So but talking about whatever's going on in the news should maybe be a starting point. Right? Now, I said earlier that gossiping is okay if somebody did something funny, or if somebody did something that's interesting, or if you need to get something off your chest because somebody's really annoying, and you have no choice but to be around them. And this is true, like, for example, I know a guy that rides his motorcycle quite a bit. That in and of itself isn't all that interesting. To me, at least. Maybe it is to him, but not so much to me. What is interesting is when him and his friends are riding, some asshole kid threw an apple at one of his friends and busted up his face. Now that's an interesting story to tell. Right? So gossiping should only be reserved for what happens when something interesting like that happens, or something funny. Like, I have a friend that drank 2 Four Locos, and he ended up puking and basically lying dead in his car almost. I mean, it wasn't dead or anything. It was just really drunk. And then like a week later, I drank Four Locos, and yeah, I ended up puking all over the place as well, and it was pretty funny. You know, stories like that, drinking stories especially, they can be fun. Or again, if somebody's like really annoying, you know, and you have to, you know, you can't keep that inside. You have to let that out. It's healthier to talk about something like that. Otherwise, you're just gonna get angry and you're gonna hold it in, and it's gonna eat away at you. But just saying, you know, this one person, he was like going shopping at Walmart, and then like he got lettuce, but he decided, wow, that's a great deal, 2 for 1. I'm getting 2 heads of lettuce instead of 1. And then he grabbed the second head of lettuce and put it in his cart, and then he walked over to this part of the store, and yeah, that's fucking boring. Don't come at me with that bullshit, please. Just don't. I hate it when people do that, actually. That's the main reason I don't talk to most people. It's because that's the only kind of conversation they know how to have. And it's boring. And I don't think people are as stupid as a lot of them portray themselves to be. I just think that they're lazy. They don't put any kind of effort into anything, into their conversations that they have, or into, you know, they don't want to think about anything. And that makes for very boring people and very boring conversations. And so those are my overall thoughts on gossip. Just please don't do it unless if you actually have something interesting to relay about somebody else. Maybe somebody else is having a kid or something. That's big news for a lot of people, I guess. That's fine enough to talk about. But if it's about getting a flat tire, or about hitting a deer, or you know, like your friend hit a deer and totaled his car, well, maybe that could be interesting for some people. But if it's something, you know, I think a lot of you know what I'm trying to get at. A lot of people that gossip usually just gossip about somebody doing something stupid. It's not even particularly funny. It's just a boring, stupid, trivial, mundane story about nothing. And if you're going to make small talk like that, make it about something other than people. Because it's just really boring when people do that. Now, this has been an unscripted rant, and yeah. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, share. Maybe even consider supporting me by buying a shirt. It'll be in the description below. TeePublic kicked me off of their website, but I still have Teespring to use, so cheers.